Let's get started, shall we? Arthur Radford asks, is there a way to download your best of collections? For right now, no. I'm sorry, but I do not have my best of collections available for download, simply because they're owned by their respective owners, their respective artists as well too. Now, if you have YouTube Red, I won't discourage you to at least download the playlist as well too. Then that's really the only way you can really download them, because quite frankly, I believe in supporting the official releases of all the music that I've at least owned and upload as well too. Unless of course it's digital only, or if it's out of print, then sure, I'll go out and try to find it and download it. But to be quite honest though, I mean, you should be supporting the official releases instead of trying to download music as well too. But if you must have my collections, please, YouTube Red. The next question comes from I'm a Hater, and he asks, dude, am I allowed in this zone? Are you allowed in the zone? No, because I can't hear you. But if you do mean allowed, you know what? Just read my About Me, and that'll answer your question. RE4 Master M asks, well, you should upload ICP's Old Shit album. Okay. You've asked me this a few times already, and you know what? I'm gonna say it again. You are officially on my shit list! No. And simply because, the reason why I'm saying no is simply because of this. I don't want to. I already have ICP classics on my channel at the moment. Part 1 features classic ICP. Part 2 features classic ICP as well too. So stop asking me to upload the Old Shit album. One more thing, when I take requests, you'll know. And then send them to those proper channels, please. But if you keep asking me, the only thing I'm going to do afterwards is just ban you, so it'll stop bothering me.
I will fuck start your soul!
The next question comes from Jamie Saulnier, and he says, I know we're all family and we're never alone, but we are spread all over the globe. Social media and voice chat are great, but I've only ever once been around other juggalos in the flesh. I do not have a driver's license, and I find it difficult to find other juggalos close to me via social media. What is a good way or the best way for juggalos like me who are only around for like almost 300 miles and actually meet juggalos face to face? Okay. I can see your dilemma there, and it's tough, whenever you live far away, especially from densely populated areas as well too. So, brother, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I am sorry that you're in that kind of situation as well too. I know you really want to be around, more of the fam as well too. So, I can only really sympathize with you right now. Oh, for those who don't know, Jamie is a Canadian juggalo. He lives in Nova Scotia. It's the second smallest province in Canada as well too, along with Prince Edward Island right next to it. Now, in terms of fixing your little problem, you would probably have to move a little bit closer to a little bit more densely populated cities, or just a major city in general. I mean, unless, Nova Scotia is where the heart is, then by all means stay. But if you want to avoid traveling, far away, I would definitely recommend just going to more populated cities, and like Toronto, Edmonton, any place, where Twisted, ICP, or Blaze, whatever hits. Just check those cities as well. I mean, really all you can really do is just to improve your living situation, or if you really want to get the experience, save some money, come to the gathering. Other than that, I wish you the best of luck, man. The next question comes from Maladite. I can't think of any questions, but putting me on the spot, I guess. You had plenty of time to answer, so I'm not really putting you on the spot. What are some cool underground shit that I may not know about? I got some stuff on my list that I still haven't heard yet, like Scum and other stuff fam told me to look up. But I'm not a complete noob. I know about PJB and Love Isham. I heard a spin-off of horrorcore meant to be way harder than that, like gorier core or some shit. But I heard they diss on religion pretty badly, and the carnival has brought me back to Christianity, and I don't want to sit and listen to some guy rapping about how Jesus is a bitch for the entire album. I'd just be uncomfortable. But on the other side, if it's got more gore than what I'm used to, then I like that shit. No weak stomach here. Okay, so you're looking for some brand new shit to bump, basically. Okay. Well, just off the top of my head, before I continue, I just want to say, I support you immensely on Christianity, brother. I support you immensely. If it brought you to God, then hey, I support that 100%. Respect. If you're looking for something different, I recommend checking out my boy Simulation of a Life and my other homeboy Class. Both are different, but they're raw. That's the best way I can describe them. They're both different, they're raw, and you can believe their words. To me, that's just my opinion. Check out Killer C, Liquid Assassin, Psycho Jesus, Mad Max, Hobson, Brother Lynch Hung, Kid Crusher. I mean, I can go on, and hopefully, those are a pretty good start for you. It'll grow from there. Trust me. And the last question that I'm going to be doing was actually not submitted. It caught my attention actually, and it's from True Juggalo Family's Facebook page, and it's actually written by Tone Z, and he asks, "Do you believe in God? If so, why or why not?" Now, I don't really care if this offends anybody. I really don't, but I'm an open-minded person. I'm very open-minded though, and I'm not one to judge anybody. Do I believe in God? The answer is very simple. Yes, I do believe in God. Now, like I had mentioned just a moment ago, I'm a very open-minded person. I mean, I respect all religions. I mean, whether it be Buddhism, Judaism, faith, if you don't go to church, Taoism, Confucianism, Hinduism, Taoism, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Shintoism, Islamic religions, polytheistic religions, atheism. I respect atheists as well too. Even though it's not necessarily religion, it's a practice of a non-belief in church and in gods as well too. I'm open-minded, but I'm also open-minded to the idea of there not being a God. I'm open-minded to there not being a heaven or a hell, or just rotting in the ground. Simple. I don't believe that we need to go to church. I don't think we need that in order to believe in God. I prefer to think of living on common sense. I prefer that. I think that what the quote unquote good book is moral guidelines, because really when you think about it though, it's a collection of moral stories that have moral stories that rely on common sense. I mean, be good to others, don't be bad to others. That's basically the best way I can really I don't want to go into too much detail and just research it though, but the bits that I've read have always been about being good to others and don't be bad to others, because let's face it, karma exists for a reason. What comes around goes around. It doesn't matter what religion you are. You could even be a Satanist and I'll still respect you, because if you treat me the way you want to be treated, and if it's a positive way to be treated, then yeah, I'll always respect you for that. As long as I'm not treated bad, hey, we're cool. I hope y'all enjoyed Ask Juggalo972 Part 6. There was definitely a shift in attitude and subjects in this segment. Something a little bit different that I've done in the past. Everything's a little bit more random, but I really wanted this one to be unique, to let everybody know, all of my subscribers, to all of you, to know that, there's more than just, music with me, just uploading music, and it's having fun, and not to mention being open and honest. I also want to remind everybody that we're all human, above all else. We're all human. Whether it be good or whether it be bad, we're all human beings. All I can really say right now, I do appreciate the submissions. Please be good to one another. Holiday season is now upon us. Please bring in the new year the way you want to as well, because hard work does pay off. Being good to others will always result into good things happening to you. What comes around goes around. Much love. Please be safe out there. Be warm, most importantly. Peace.